Today we're going to be discussing Black women. As a Black woman, I feel like I have the right to speak about this. If any way I can help another Black woman, I will do it at any cost. I know it's hard to talk to women because women always feel like they are right and they always feel like they can't be told anything. So this may get a little backlash, but I'm okay with that. If it helps one person, I'm okay with that. So, Black women, let me explain something. You all are the blueprint. The blueprint, for sure. But not the way that you carry yourself now. The sexy reds are not the blueprint. The Black women, the blueprint, they carry themselves a different way. I always thought I was the blueprint. I always thought it, but I had to seek deeper. And I'm like, well, why do people say that Black women are the blueprint? What I found in my research is Black women are so different from any other woman in terms of everything. The color of your skin, okay? The darker you are, the more goddess you are. And how I know that is because melanin carries vibration. I'm sorry, I'm about to cry. Melanin carries vibration. And not only do a lot of us not know that, melanin picks up on music. The sun eats your skin. So when people joke about Black people having rhythm, that's the thing. Black people can feel the music throughout their skin. I won't go too deep into that, but you got to understand why you're the only race under attack. You have to understand that. Why do you think you're the only one under attack? Yes, there are other races that deal with their own set of problems and things like that, but as someone who doesn't claim herself to be a victim, I don't take the victim mentality. I don't give a fuck about black and white. I don't care. But I know this to be true. Black people are targeted from every direction. Why do you think that is? Why do they want you to be oppressed? You have to think it. It makes me sad to see the state of Black women. Do I know how you got there? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, we're attacked from every angle. I know exactly how we got Sexy Reds. And no offense to Sexy Red. She's just herself. If you look at how we got there, 70s, 60s, the Black family started to dismantle in the 70s, in the 80s. And what happened during that time? They tried to weed your dads out of the homes to get you to be, oh, feminism. Get your man out of the home and you can get welfare. Just put him on child support and we'll give you welfare. Knowing that Black families were already struggling. Like it's a hit from every angle. Our Black men were nothing like the Black men today. But what happened? Rap music, guns, drugs, crack. And a lot of people argue that has nothing to do with you. That was generations ago. What do you think passes down through generations? Trauma? Black women, I want you to know who you are. Like, let's stop being mediocre. Find out who you are. Black women are the only race of women. Black women are the only race of women who has such a diverse flora in their vaginas. We have a totally different vagina than any other race. So y'all wonder why they say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That is true. That is true. Your flora is totally different from any other woman on this planet. You can birth babies that are totally different colors, that have different color eyes, that can look totally not like you. No other race can do that unless they make mixed babies. Two Black people can do that on their own. But the more you stray away, from your goddess self, the more you lose. I get it. A lot of us are so tired. We are so tired of everyone coming at us every different way, trying to tell us how to be, trying to tell us how to dress, trying to tell us how to walk, how to do this. Black women are tired. That's why every time someone attacks a Black woman, they're immediately in attack mode as well, because they're so defensive now, because everyone has put that, they made them that defensive because they have so much to say about them. And I hate when people don't act like they don't know how they got here. Black women, it's time. It's time. Be protective of your wombs. Stop having people's babies. Please, for the love of God, it's so easy. I'm 26 years old, no kids, because guess what? I take the precautions. You cannot impregnate me without a ring, without me knowing that I'll be financially taken care of and stable. Yes, I do have my own money, but I am not having a child and bearing a child for a man that is not ready to take care of both of us. Stop giving men babies that don't deserve it, that cannot take care of you, that cannot take care of your kids. If you die, have no future, felons, so they can't get apartments, they can't get cars, they can't. Why are you doing that to you and to your kid? Why? Yes, I do know mistakes happen, but I think that's just a cover up. Mistakes happen, but is it really a mistake? We all know what happens when you have sex. We all know what happens when you don't wear a condom. We all know what happens when you nut in someone. Is it really a mistake, or were you just careless? And I'm not coming down on no one. I'm not. I've been close too. But the thing is, we all know better. But again, that goes back. Why does that happen? Hmm. A lot of women don't, a lot of black women don't have their fathers. A lot of black, it's generational. This is not something that just happened out of thin air. Black people were families. Black people had families. They loved each other. They were married, but they dismantled that family for a reason. And then once they dismantle it, they put it in movies. You saw those movies in the 80s, oh, Boys in the Hood, and every movie you see back then had some gangster stereotype black guy, some ghetto ratchet baby mama. All these things are so calculated. Y'all don't understand. In the movies, they have the darker girls being the mean, scary, blah, blah, blah. Then they have the lighter girls being the softer, more, feminine girl. It's all calculated. They want other people to think like that. They want to poison your mind like that. Because after a while, we started to believe it. Everybody I grew up watching and I was so fascinated by, later on, I grew up and learned that they were just mixed women. These weren't monoracial black women. I grew up like, oh, no, 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 Laura London. Like, oh, I just love her so much. Laura London is mixed. There were a few representations, like Gabrielle Union. Beautiful, beautiful. There's only a few I can count on my hand. Even looking at Love Don't Cost a Thing, Christina Milian. I'm like, oh, like black girls that are growing up. She's not monoracial black. Like they cut out all your representation. And if they are a monoracial black girl in the show, they want to make her ghetto. They want to make her a baby mama. They want to make her loud. They want to make her mean. All of this is calculated. Now they're starting to do better with that. Now they're starting to maybe put some more representation. But the last show I remember that being is Insecure, maybe. Like even these shows like Baddies. Why would you sit and watch Baddies? Is your mind really that tainted? Oh, stop letting these people seep into your mind. Stop letting these low things seep into your mind. As a black woman, do you know what you are? Do you know how powerful you are? Why are you letting things like this seep into your mind? And a lot of people say, oh, it's just a show. It's just a song. No, all of that is vibration. And like I told you earlier, melanin skin picks up vibration through songs. You can listen to it sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I love a good hood jam. I love a good hood jam. But I cannot listen to it for more than 3 songs. And I'm kind of like, okay, let me get back to the Lover Girl, the high vibrational music, things that make me feel good. And as someone who's so in tune with herself, immediately when I listen to music that is secular or got a heavy beat 808 to it, I know it's vibration and I start to feel it. I start to feel kind of violent. Like I start to feel kind of ghetto. Like you just take it in. Even Rod Wave. I'm sorry. I will never listen to Rod Wave's music. Why? Because it's so low vibrational. I love Rod Wave. I'm so glad that he made it that far. I'm glad that he's so talented and he's able to do what he loves. But that music is really low. Really, really low. Listening to stuff like that, it will alter your reality. That is just the truth. And a lot of people don't want to know the truth. And let's talk about when people call us out on the internet. Let's talk about that. Y'all don't have to respond to everything. The only reason why people point out black women or they say things about black women is because they know they'll get a response. They know their page will go up. They know they'll get the views. Y'all are literally putting money in these people's pocket and just giving them your energy. I don't care what these I don't care what these people say about black women. I don't even respond. I'm like, okay, well, I'm it. I don't care what you have to say. Like, and most of this stuff is on the internet. Most of this stuff is not even real life. Y'all should see how these men act. Most of this stuff is not real life. Stop giving your energy to everything. Once they find out that black women are no longer responding to their little antiques, they'll stop talking about it. But since you're the only race that goes and and puts everything as such a big deal, of course people are going to try to taunt you because that's how they'll get a response. I mean, we're so loving, and that's the real truth. We are like big love bugs that will just accept anybody and bring them in and nurse them and just nurture them, and that's the truth. But when people get online and say that, it's like they immediately blow up because black women are just like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, and that's cool. That's cool. Showing love to people, but some of those people are not genuine. They just know that, black people, black women, they're so sweet. They'll give a response. They'll tell you, oh, thank you so much. And we're sweethearts and nobody can tell me any different. I was raised around black women. I was raised around good black women. Nobody can tell me any different. Don't let the internet tell you any different. Know who you are. Everything doesn't deserve a response. If they say, oh, black women are so difficult and they just give you such a headache, okay. My man can't relate. So I don't respond to that. He lives a peaceful life. I rarely ever yell because he does what he's supposed to do. So stop listening to everybody. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. And some of you are a fucking headache for good reason. A lot of black men are a headache to deal with. You have to know what you are. Black women aren't just one type of woman. There's so many black women I know. The suburban black girl, which is me. You got the hood black girl. You got the black girl that likes punk rock. I have a sister like that. She loves rock music. You got the prissy black girl. There are so many different types. Don't let them put you in a category. Stop responding. Stop performing for other people. We feel like, oh, I can't be mean because they're going to make me seem like the angry black woman. They're going to, listen, if people think that, they'll always think it. It doesn't matter what you do. They will always think that. If they think that about someone they do not know, trust me, they'll always think it. There's nothing you can do to change that. Be who you are. Yes, I do agree. You need to have some type of manners. You need to be polite. And you need to know how to treat people, of course. I know so many good black women. I was raised around them. I just know so many good ones that those stereotypes can just kiss my ass. And I also know bad ones, but that's only a small amount of black women. So you pick your side. Which black women do you want to be? Also, up your education. Know what you're talking about. Find resources. Now, I know a lot of black women are good at that, but like when you go into an office or when you go into an upscale place, you should look like you belong. You should speak like you belong. Up your vocabulary. Because what I notice is when people in public, when it comes to black people, if you talk a certain way or you appear to not know what you're talking about or appear ignorant, oh, white people can be very passive aggressive. But since I was raised in the suburbs, I know exactly what passive aggressive is and I know how to beat it back. And we're just going to have a passive aggressive war. I don't scream, I don't get loud, I don't curse you out, but I know how to be passive aggressive and I know how to be nice nasty. And that is white people's power. They know how to be nice nasty because when you're nice nasty, guess what? If somebody goes to tell on you, guess what? They don't have any proof. No, I didn't say that. No, that's not how I said it. No, that's the power of nice nasty. Know how to be it. That's their superpower. And that's how they get away with a lot of things. You could have known they said something to you that was very low and it was degrading, but their defense is, no, that's not what I meant. No, I didn't mean it like that. Y'all have to learn how to be that way. Y'all have to learn. Every time Black women are starting to rise up, you see these different distractions. I will never forget when Black women started to wear their natural hair. It was like a movement. Like Black women really started to go natural. They had dreads. I will never forget the time. Then around that time, they came out with, it was just such a time where weave was pushed. Certain rappers were coming out. It's just like you saw weaves a lot more. They were pushing it a lot more, and then Black women fell into the trap again. Even now, I'm starting to see a lot of Black women rise up, but we have a lot against us. You got Sexy Reds, and then the people that you try to tell these women, you try to tell them, hey, this is not what you want to follow. And they're like, oh, well, you shouldn't judge her. And you should, y'all gotta learn how to listen. Y'all gotta learn how to listen. It's okay to listen to these things, but when you're listening to it too much and you start defending these celebrities you don't know, and you start to, these celebrities don't give a damn if your kids are raised the right way or not. Why are we defending this? In the same breath, a lot of them will be very hypocritical. I don't like no fast ass little girls. And then they let their daughter listen to Sexy Red, and they let their daughter listen to all type of secular music. Why? Which side are you on? Pick a side. Most of us do. Now I'm starting to see a lot more Black women come into themselves and learn how to be classy. And it's not your fault that you don't know these things, and it's not your fault that you don't know how to be feminine, because over the generations we were messed up. It is not your fault. Simple. But now that we have the knowledge, there's no excuse to be left behind. Come into your power. And I think once Black women pull their energy from a lot of things will fall. Put some effort into your looks. I know sometimes it is tedious, sometimes it's hard. Putting effort into your looks does not mean that you have to wear a full face of makeup. It does not mean that your hair has to be a bust down 22-inch wig and blah. That does not mean that. Putting yourself together is basically just putting clothes on, putting pride in your vessel here. If you're a girl that is a tomboy and you don't really care for makeup, that's fine. That's fine. But doing your hair, maybe putting in some earrings, those take 2 minutes. There's different types of girls. I'm a very girly girl. I like my hair being done. I like earrings. I like makeup. I love dainty dresses. That's my thing. If you want to be taken seriously in this world, put effort into your looks. People treat you how they view you, and that's just the truth. It's a sad thing in this world, but yes, people treat you how you look. And then the last thing I want to mention is colorism. Stop thinking that you're less than because you're your color, especially dark-skinned women. Oh my God, you are the cream to the crop. I don't even know why you listen to other people. And I think dark-skinned women benefit from being more classy and being more dainty than other women do. When I see a Black woman in a dress and some earrings and some natural hair, dark-skinned women, I'm instantly in love. I'm instantly mesmerized. Your color is not holding you back. Your confidence is holding you back. As a chocolate woman myself, my whole life, I could not keep men off me to save my life, honey. My first job was at a car wash. I was 16, and that whole car wash was in a frenzy about me. I just always had my dad instilled in me very early. It's all about confidence. There's people that have preferences. I don't care about a preference. If your preference is light-skinned women, congratulations. I have light-skinned sisters. They're beautiful, and I love their skin too. If your preference is chocolate women, congrats. I love my skin. I think it's one of the most beautiful skin colors I ever seen. Preference is okay. Yes, you do have guys out there that are self-hating and they don't like what looks like them. You can't change that. They have to figure it out on their own. You can't get in their comments and be like, oh, so you just don't like dark-skinned women? Bro, stop begging. Stop begging. Go where you're loved. And you are loved. Believe me, You just gotta have the confidence. You gotta know what to wear. You gotta know how to dress yourself. You're loved, because I'm living proof. I have never, ever, ever wanted for a man. I have never, ever wanted to, I never had to chase one. All races. I had a dark-skinned boyfriend who dated nothing but Spanish women. He got with me, and the rest of his women are chocolate women. He found out quick. Just love yourself. Gain that confidence. Stop begging to be loved where you're not loved. Like, I don't understand this crumble cookie thing. So what, they don't repost you? Go buy someone else's cookies. Stop fighting for spaces that you're not wanted in. So what, Lululemon doesn't want you wearing their clothes? Stop wearing it. So what, this guy said he doesn't like black women. So we can't be hypocrites. Some of us don't like white men. Some of us don't like light-skinned men. We all have these same preferences. Go where you're wanted. Understand your power, because you are it. I've learned a lot. I've researched a lot. You are it. Learn how to carry yourself with poise, elegance. When people seem to tell y'all that, y'all get offended. Why? Women that know how to carry themselves, they get treated like royalty. I always recommend being yourself, but you must learn your way around the world as well. I'm gonna stop this video here. Yeah.